Good morning, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Helena Nat. I'm the Executive Director with the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce. And we have a presentation that is from the SBA, Manly Lynn is going to be presenting on how the SBA can help your business grow. These webinars are so important because it provides information, and we keep on saying how to grow your business. There's very many aspects of growing your business, and today is one important one because there's so many programs and services that are offered through the SBA, Small Business Administration, that businesses are just unaware of. The goal and the mantra of the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce is to provide that information, get it into the hands of businesses. And that's exactly what we're doing today. So we have a chat going on. If you have any questions during her presentation, put your questions in the chat. It is being recorded, so it will be on Chamber TV. And usually, I can't speak, but I will get approval for this. Manly Lynn usually sends me the deck, and I do send it out. I'm going to turn it over to Manly Lynn. We have a lot of new information. She got a lot of new, when they have the news break, important information updates, we have that for you today from the SBA. So I'm going to turn it over to Manly Lynn. Manly, we so appreciate everything that you do on behalf of the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce, but as well for all small businesses. So take it away. And I will monitor the chat. We'll have a Q&A at the end of her presentation. Thank you so much, Manly.
Thank you, Helena. Thank you for Greater New York Chamber of Commerce. So today I'm going to talk about how SBA can help your business, okay? So I will share my PowerPoint. So first things, if you go to sba.gov, you can see all the SBA's information in more than 30 different languages. So please explore the information. So this is what you can see. No matter what stage of your business, we have something for you, training information. Here, just want to share with you the business guide. So you can see and plan your business, launch your business, manage your business, grow your business. And then the funding program. I know today I will focus on the funding programs. So there are different kinds of not just loan, okay? We have grants too. Also for the federal government contract right now, I have a lot of updated information. So today you will be the first group actually to learn about that especially for the 8A certification and assistance from SBA. I would talk about capital counseling and government contracting and SBA's disaster assistance. First, I want to talk about the one-on-one counseling and business education because a lot of business they didn't realize they need partners. They need a mentor or business advisor. No matter what situation, you can contact our resource partner. They provide one-on-one counseling for you. So you go to this website, local assistance, enter your zip code. Then you can see all the organizations that are near you. So you can choose those in red color, our funded resource partner. Other than that, you can see here, have the certified developed company that's for 504 loan. I will explain the 504 loan later. And for procurement technical assistance center, they can help you with federal and New York City, New York State government contracting, certification and find opportunities and know how to negotiate maybe with those government agencies. We also have the U.S. Export Assistance Center. That's SBA with U.S. Department of Commerce and Exim Bank. We have 3 offices staff there to help you. So this is very important, and please make appointment with them. You can contact with more than one centers. So now I'm going to briefly talk about federal government contracting assistance. it's not easy to get the first contract, okay, because you need to build a good relationship with those agencies that need your product or services. But and also for the certification for different categories, you need to start early. Right now, it's not too early. Okay, don't wait until you see an opportunity and you just realize you don't have the certification. So first things for the government contracting, you should go to register your business on sam.gov. So that's the primary database for all the federal government. If they're looking for vendors, they can go there. Especially for the dynamic small business search profile. Okay, so that's the database. So if you meet the SBA's size standards, then you can upload and update your information in the dynamic small business search, the database. Okay, you can also edit your information in the SBA Connect and contact and also the SBA Connect instruction for accessing the SBS. So this is a partial of the sam.gov. But for the sam.gov, you can also actually find those government opportunities here. But I want to show you, this is something new on SBA's website, okay? So for the certification, of course, some people ask me, if you don't certify, can you still get government contract? The answer is yes, but you will compete with everybody. But if you certify, later I will show you the set aside program. So this is how you can certify. Right now, veterans, I will go to the detail later, but you have to go to different websites for different certification. For veterans, you go to the first one, okay? Then the second one, 8A, and but 8A have a lot of changes. I will talk about that later. For women-owned and economic disadvantaged women-owned have separate website and a hub zone too. So each of them all separate. So you have to find out you are eligible or not. So I will go briefly talk about those certifications, eligibility. So why we encourage all the small business try to get government contract? Because U.S. government is the biggest buyers in the whole world. Every year spend more than $500 billion to buy almost everything, not just the goods, also the programs and also this something that you design to help the government. Okay, so it's not just the goods and also services. So you can see the percentage I list here. This is called set aside. Means each of the agency they have to reach the goal. So 12% for small disadvantaged business, 3% for hub zone, 3% for service disabled veterans, and 5% for women-owned business. So if you can use, for example, you are a women-owned business and your office is in a hub zone, you're qualified, so you can have 8% total. And if you're a disadvantaged business, you can add that, okay? So you only compete with the business in the same group as yours. So that actually can help you, bigger, much bigger opportunity to get a contract. So how do you find those agency that buying, they need your product or services? There are two websites. The first one is sam.gov. sam.gov originally we call Federal Business Opportunities.gov. So now it's in sam.gov. So any contract over $25,000, all the agency, they have to list there. And then second one is usaspending.gov. So every penny that federal government spend, they post there. So you can, on these two websites, you can find which agency they bought what, okay, in the past, from whom. So that can provide you the information. You even can contact those awardees in the past. So please don't think they are your competitor, okay? Try to change the competition, to the partnership, because government allows small business team up to get a bigger contract. So work with those awardees already work with government is very important and can very helpful for your government contracting goal. So this is how you can find opportunities in the like those agencies in the past. Also, what agency are buying now, and also there is forecast that you can see. Maybe you're not ready right now, but you can see the government agency maybe 1 year, 2 years, 5 years later, they will buy something. So you can work with them. So usually we say sell to the government doesn't really have to be the goods, okay? If you provide services, for example, SBA, we give funding to a lot of organizations. So we need a lot of accountants to do the auditing for us. And we need, any agencies, I think a lot of agencies during pandemic, they start doing that. They need a marketing business to help them to do the marketing for them to the different communities. So the first certification I'm going to talk about is 8A certification. So you can see here, okay, this is something new. I think if you pay attention to the news, 8A certification was stopped for a while from July because there is a case. So right now, actually have a new procedures for this one. And our application portal actually reopened from September 29. So you can see here, have new informations. The most important things is not like before. I will go to another slide to show you, but you can see here, you have to you have to guide for demonstrating social disadvantages, and also how you updating the social disadvantage narrative. Okay, so they even have a video to show you that. So this is something that if you already AA certified, they don't change that. Okay, you still certified, you still qualified for AA, stay in that program. But if you're new application, now you have to do much works, okay, a lot of works than before. Because 8A certification actually formally is called Socially and Economically Disadvantaged Small Business Program. So have to be at least in business for 2 years. But if you have some special situation, actually the 2 years can be waived. So what's the benefit if you certify for the 8A? The first one, you can receive set aside. So I already mentioned the 8A, is 5% set aside for the contract, and also those contracts are very powerful. For example, right now there is another rule called Rule of Two for federal government contract. For if I'm the purchaser for my office, okay, I need to have at least 2 companies, 2 businesses, submit their proposal to me, then I can choose one. Okay, but if you are 8A certified, if your quality of the product or services is good and price is reasonable, I can just buy from you. You don't have to compete with any other business. So that's very powerful. And also you can receive different training, and also you can get participate in the SBA. We have a mental project program. You can see all the benefits here. But the procedure to certify for the 8A takes time, a lot of information, especially now. So the qualification have to be a small business and at least 51% owned and controlled by US citizens who are socially and economically disadvantaged. So what's that mean? Socially and economic disadvantage. So here you can see the economically disadvantaged. Okay, so they want to see your past 3 years, your personal net, your gross income, and your assets. Okay, you also have to demonstrate your good character, means you don't have any bad record, criminal, or you owe any government agency money or BT bar for any programs. So this is the qualification. But now, how do you show that this is the one? Just tell you what you should look for, and also for the contract between, here they show you for the manufacturing can go up to $7 million contract, and for other industry qualification that actually go up to $4.5 million. But Department of Defense and other agencies have some different requirement. Okay, so this is a 9 years program. So during the 9 years, SBA, we have an 8A program to help you try to learn and also introduce you to some of the agency. Even I know that they can negotiate with some agency if you are the good fit for that. So the problem is right now for the socially disadvantaged. Okay, so here have more here just tell you how to apply for the programs. At least here, first you have to identify your primary next code and then register on SAM. No matter what, everybody should try to register on SAM, even for the grants, for any governance program. That's the first step to do it. Then you can apply for the AA certification. A lot of information right now. Actually, I think day to day, every day, that maybe something will change because SBA is fighting for those socially disadvantaged business. Okay, so I will go to the next slide to show you what's difference between now and in the past. So this is the good one. This is something new too. Okay, for the 8A certification, I think a lot of business need assistance. So you can contact our office in Washington, DC. And also they have every week, every third Wednesday of each month, they 1 hour, you can call in, they can answer your questions, they can talk to you, solve your problem or answer your question. Okay, this is what I was talking about in the past. Okay, those red parts means they don't exist right now. They're right now actually they are changing. They are going to change. In the past, as long as you are one of the 5 groups listed here, you are automatically socially disadvantaged. But now you have to prove, okay? You have to demonstrate you have experienced bias of a chronic and substantial nature. Means, you have to go to the detail, when, where, what happened, that you feel you are, you experience the bias, you have the discrimination. That's why you are the socially disadvantaged business. Okay, so previous slides on the website have all the details. They tell you exactly what you should provide, and they have a sample for you. So I think right now more and more register. A lot of business they try to register there. They have to learn about how to write those narratives to prove that you are socially disadvantaged. And then SBA were approved, or they will tell you your information is not completely satisfied, so you can try to submit again. So that's the new procedure right now. Okay. So pay attention to SBA's website. We have, and also I think we will have a webinar to talk about how to write those narratives. So this is, I already mentioned, okay, this is economically disadvantaged. So for 8A certification, you have to be socially and economically disadvantaged. So because these programs really help a lot of business get government contract and help the government agency. Like this week, I saw there are several government agencies that are looking for 8A certified businesses. Okay, so if you are qualified, please certify. Now I'm going to talk about the women-owned business. Actually, there are two groups. Okay, two groups of women-owned business. One is regular women-owned business. The other one is economically disadvantaged women-owned business. Okay, so please go to this website here. Please make sure your next code is one of them, so you can certify as a women-owned small business. And the qualification is at least 51% owned and controlled by women who are U.S. citizens. And the women are the one manage day-to-day operations and also make the long-term decision. Actually, 2 years ago, women-owned business can certify by themselves and automatically they can get certificate. But Congress find out a lot of so-called women-owned business. They are not the one manage the day-to-day operation or make a long-term decision. So Congress change the law. Now have to apply, but have to get SBA's approval. So this is something different too. So this is the economic disadvantage women-owned small business. Same thing, they have a limitation for their net worth, for their gross income and personal assets. So this is the website to certify for women-owned business. But you can see here, SBA provides third-party certification with 4 organizations. But I just want to make it clear, they charge a fee. Okay, if you certify by yourself or with our assistants, actually it's all free. All the certification is free. Okay, but if you want to use the organization to help you, the four organizations here, you have to pay a fee. That's your responsibility. And SBA also accepts certification from U.S. Department of Transportation. They have a disadvantaged business enterprise programs. You can certify through them too. Now I'm going to talk about HubZone certification. The official name is historically underutilized business zone. So you can see the map, okay? From July 1st, we have a new map. So you should use the new map now. It's a lot of areas right now, they are in the HubZone that before they were not. So there are 2 requirements. The first one is your principal office is located in a HubZone. So you can enter the address in the map link, and they will tell you right away if you are in a HubZone. And what is the principal office? Doesn't have to be a headquarter. Okay, so it's the biggest number, the greatest number of the business employees stay there, work there. That's your principal office. Okay. For example, you are a New York business, but maybe you get a contract in Florida. So of course you will hire most of the workers in Florida. So Florida office will be your principal office. The second requirement is more than 35% of your employees have to live in a hub zone. Any hub zone nationwide, doesn't have to be the same as the business located. 35% sounds big, okay? It is big for the big business, but for small business, actually they count the employer as employee too. So for example, if you only have one employee, so either you or your employees live in a hub zone, then you will have 50% the employees in the hub zone. So just to show you, this is the 5 boroughs in New York City, okay? So you really have to go to the map and enter your address to verify that. Even a lot of areas, the opposite, the different side of the street, okay? One side is hub zone, the other side is not. Okay? So the hub zone advantage is same thing, sole source, means you don't have to compete with anybody else, okay? And the other big, disadvantage is you can get a 10% price evaluation preference. What's that mean? Usually the procurement office, of course, they have to choose the better quality business. But if 2 business, they have the same quality, usually have to choose the lower price one. But if you're hub zone certified, your price can be 10% higher than your competitor, then you still, can get a contract. So that's a huge advantage for you. So hub zone certification, same thing, okay, is a different website. And I have detailed information here for you. For veterans, and now, excuse me. For veterans, the business actually in the past have to certify with VA. But start from 2023, there are 2 different certifications. The first one is veterans owned small business still can certify with VA to compete for the VA's contract, okay? The other one is service disabled veterans owned business have to certify with SBA to compete for the 3% set aside for all the government agencies, not just VA contract. Okay? So you can, if you know any veterans business, actually can go to SBA.gov website and can register and apply there. If you need extra assistance, can contact our veterans office. So very important, the other websites for you to find opportunities is subnet. So all the prime contractor, if they have contract more than $750,000 or $1.5 million for construction, they have to sub out. So you should go to the subnet to find out those prime contractor, what they are looking for to sub out, okay? So you can learn from the prime contractor because you never worked with government before. So I encourage all the business should start with subcontractor first. So disaster assistance, I hope we don't need that anymore, but just want to let everybody know, normally we only help small business, but when disaster happen, we help everybody, all the business, homeowners, renters, even nonprofit organization with a very low interest rate loan, okay? So actually PPP is the only programs ever that is not a regular loan. So disaster assistance, there is no grants, it's loan programs only. Now we will go to today's topics that everybody needs to learn. It's SBA's financing program. So no matter what stage of your business, actually we have something can help you. So SBA's financing programs, we have loans, we have investment capital, and also surety bonds and grants. The best things, because a lot of business, they don't know where they should go to, okay? There are two places you can go to. One is go to our resource partner. They can help you to prepare your loan packages and also guide you to the best lenders for you. So, or you can come to SBA website, Lender Match. The landing page, you can see Lender Match. You click on Find Lenders. Then you have to answer questions about how much money you want to borrow and the status situation of your business. You can get matched in 2 days. So you can talk to those lenders. They send your lendable. There are more than 800 lenders right now participating in this program. Then you can choose the one that best for you to apply for the loan. You need to know how much money you want to borrow, and what's those monies for, and how will you repay the debt. So those are the questions the lenders they concern most. So this is a simple statement of purpose. How much money you want to borrow, how much money you can contribute, and the purpose of those funding. You also should prepare the funding request. So when you are planning your business, just jot down a list that what do you need money. If you have this funding, how those fundings can help your business maybe go to the next level, expand your business, or just start your business. I'm going to talk about SBA's guarantee loan programs. So you can see here a lot of programs. So SBA, we guarantee loan to the lenders. SBA is not a lender, okay? We work with lenders. We have agreement with lenders. We guarantee to them if something happened that the borrowers cannot repay the debt, SBA will pay for business for the borrowers to repay to the lenders up to 85%. So that way reduce the risk of the lenders. They only have 15% risk. That's how government work with lenders to help small business. So you can borrow from $500 to $5.5 million to help your business. So, and also not everyone need SBA's guarantee. If you visit, talk to your bank, talk to your lenders. If you are qualified for their own products, most of the lenders, they have all different kinds of business loan program. If you're qualified for their programs, actually, you don't need SBA's, guarantee. So guarantee loan. So, but if the lenders, they feel, it's too risky to lend you the money, unless SBA guarantee to them, they cannot make loan to you. And then you are the one that we can help, okay? So this is like alternative for you because because this, SBA is guaranteed. So maybe, if you will be rejected, but because this, SBA is guaranteed, that the lenders can make the loan to you. So you don't have to contact SBA because lenders, they will handle all loan transactions. So discuss with the lender, okay, very important. Encourage you, include lenders as your management partner, okay, because they can guide you for the future financing needs or goals for your business. So I'm going to talk about 7A loan program and 504 program. And also I will talk about other, like micro loan for startups. So 7A loan program is the most, primary SBA's loan program. You can see here, you can use the proceeds for almost everything, even refinance your existing loan programs. So you can borrow up to $5 million, okay? So the qualification, that's why I encourage you talk to the different lenders, okay? Different lenders, some of them, they have different requirement other than the SBA's requirement, okay? So talk to each of the lenders and find the best one to help you. Of course, you have to show that you have ability to repay the debt. That's most important things. Okay, so here, 7A loan, you can see almost for everything. You have to be an operating business. You have to for-profit and located in the U.S. and you are a small business. Okay, so definition of a small business for SBA. If you are a manufacturing business, if you have fewer than 500 employees, you are a small business. But if you are a non-manufacturing business, depends on your gross revenue, annual revenue. Generally speaking, is less than $7 million, but depends on your next code. So like a construction company, they can go up to $34 million as annual income and still a small business. So please check that requirements, okay? And also not a type of ineligible business. The next slide, I will show you what are those ineligible businesses. Okay? And also have to show that you don't owe federal, state, and local government money or be barred with their programs. So these are the list of the ineligible businesses, okay? I just want to mention a few. Non-profit business actually cannot use SBA's guarantee loan. And also some business, they're primarily engaged in lending, okay, cannot. So they have legacy, life insurance companies, or located in the foreign countries, okay, pyramid, or 1/3 of their gross revenue from legal gambling activities, like the lottery selling, and also, of course, doesn't have the illegal law regulate activities, okay, and also private club that is not, their membership is not open to the public. There is more, okay, government owned, and I think everybody should read this in detail, okay? So, so any business actually relate to the sexual nature, okay? And the last one, speculated business, okay? So this is the summary. You can borrow up to $5 million. The interest rate is prime rate plus 3 to 6.5%. And the guarantee fee, if you borrow more than $500,000, depends on the loan amount, have to pay the guarantee fee. So, but originally is up to $350,000. Now it's raised up to $500,000. So that's the good news. Under the 7(a) programs, there is a small loan. So this is originally was community advantage loan. Now we become the permanent, we call 7(a) small loan. You can borrow up to $350,000 through those lenders. Okay, it's not all the lenders can make this loan. We also simplify the procedures for those lenders. For example, the collateral right now, actually, if less than $25,000, you don't need collateral. Okay, and I think they already raised up to more, $50,000. Under the 7(a) loan, we have express loan. So if you have emergency need, through our preferred lenders, you can borrow up to $500,000. The turnaround time is only 48 hours. We also have the cap line loan programs. Under the umbrellas have 4 sub-programs: working capital line, contract line, seasonal line of credit, and builder's loan. So you can borrow up to $5 million. Okay, the second programs, this is very special programs and help a lot of business to expand their business. Okay, this is not for the startups, but some industry actually, startups like the doctor's office, they can use this one, even they are startup. But most of the time, it's for existing business to expand their business. The purpose of this loan program, very specific for business to buy the building or land or a new facility or machinery and equipment. Also can use to do the improvement or modernization of their facilities. Cannot use for the working capital or inventory or repay or refinance the debt. Okay. And also speculation or investment in the rental real estate. So you can see the pie chart here. So the orange part, you only pay 10 to 15%. The red part, SBA will lend you 40% through our CDC, Certified Developed Company. And then we'll find a lender to lend you 50%. So actually you will borrow money from 2 lenders. The qualification, you have to use more than 51% of the property for your own business. 40-something% you can rent out. So that's a good investment. And the total amount can go up to $12 million. Okay. Our 40% part can go up to $5.5 million. So the total amount can go up to $12 million. And the term is 25 years. Okay, so for startups, we have a special program because a lot of lenders, they don't make a loan to startups. So SBA, we work with nonprofit organizations. We provide a microloan. Microloan, you can borrow from $500 to $50,000, for working capital, not buy the machinery, inventory, or leasehold improvement, but cannot be used for down payment to purchase real estate. So I have a list of Metro New York District area, the participant microloan lenders, and the certified CDC for the 504 loan. They also have other loan programs too. Okay. So the second programs, actually SBA, we lend money to those investor companies. So you can find, if you are willing to have those venture capitalists to get partial of your ownership, then or you really need a lot of investment that you cannot get a loan for them, you should research those SBIC programs, those venture capitalists, and then pitch to them. Okay, so but you need to do the homework to prepare. For the surety bond program, that's for most of for the construction company. For the construction company, when they get government contract, they need a bonding program. So SBA, we have a special surety bond program to help them can be qualified for the government contract. We have 3 programs for international trade loan, can borrow up to $5 million. So originally we call export loan, okay? But if you are not an exporter, do not worry about that. If you sell your products or provide services to the exporters, actually you can use these 3 loan programs, okay? Each of them, of course, have special purpose. The long-term one, okay, can be the working capital. Also, SBA will provide funding for the 50 states to help the exporter. So if you participate in the trade mission or trade show, actually New York State, actually this the STEP program, they can reimburse your expenses up to 70%. Okay, and also they provide counseling and during the pandemic, they help a lot of exporters to upgrade their website or translate their marketing materials and even the packages. So please visit New York State's STEP program to see the details. The last one I want to talk about, there are 2 grants, okay? The grants actually is not for business to start a business or operate a business. It's for research and development. So the website is sbir.gov. The 2 programs, one is a Small Business Innovation Research Program. The other one is a Technology Transfer Program. So I will just briefly talk about that. The good news, yesterday, they launched the new website, okay, beta, sbir.gov. So we call these 2 grants is America's Seed Funds. So if you have an idea, okay, so or the purpose of your business actually is to invent something because you see there is a need and you can solve a problem, then this is for you. So you see here, all the participating agencies actually, they have the certain percentage of their budget have to invest in these 2 programs. And every year have more than 5,000 new awardees that for these 2 programs. And each of the awards more than $1 million. So I encourage you, doesn't have to be invent some products, okay? You can design for programs, okay? Training programs or assistance programs. Like right now, the whole nationwide have like mental illness problems, the drug problems, and the children's education. They need a lot of programs. So a lot of opportunities for small business, and even you are just startups. Okay, this is for startups too. And no matter you are a sole proprietorship up to the corporation, no matter what business structures you have, you can try to get these grants. So both of the program have 3 phases. Okay, the phase one is only proof of concept. You don't do the R&D yet. You can get up to $275,000 within 6 months to 1 year. So during the phase one, you just do the survey, you do the investigation, try research, try to see if there is a need, okay? If there is a market for this innovation, okay? And then if you get approved for the phase one, you can participate in the phase two. For 2 years, you can get up to $1.8 million, just do the R&D. If after the 2 years you already invented or you already designed a new programs, then there's commercialization phase. So there is no funding from SBIR for you. So you need to think about maybe find a private sector to invest in that, or the government agency give you the funding. They can sign, you will become their contractor, or other government agency, they can buy your products or programs. Okay, so this is the basic information. So how to apply? So first, you have to look for opportunities. Those 11 agencies, they post their solicitation, and then you see that any project that you're interested to do that, you can submit a proposal. Those agencies, they will review all the proposals, and they will make decision, award those winners, the awardees. Okay, so this is how to apply. The 11 agencies participate in the SBIR. You can see they include everything: agricultural, commerce, defense, education, energy, health and human services, homeland security, transportation, environmental protection, NASA, and National Science Foundation. Number 1 to number 10, those agencies, you must submit your proposal for the specific solicitation. But number 11, National Science Foundation, they welcome all the creation. So if you have a good idea, you want to invent something, you can contact the National Science Foundation. So if you already invented something, you just want to get funding to maybe to produce them or to develop them. Actually, this is not for that, okay? This is true grants for you to invent something. And the second one is the technology transfer program. The difference between this one and the SBIR is the small business have to find a nonprofit research institution to work together. So for small business, they have to do more than 40% of the R&D, and nonprofit research institution have to do more than 30% of the R&D. So you work together. So what are those nonprofit research institutions? Nonprofit college or university, or domestic nonprofit research organization, or federally funded R&D center. Actually, on the SBIR.gov website, they have a list, okay? So you can find that list and talk to those organizations. So SBA's role, actually, we provide oversight and guidance for those government 11 agencies. We collect the data. We want to make sure small business get this award, and we have to report to the Congress. And also SBA will provide funding to organizations with growth accelerator. So you can go to SBIR website. I checked yesterday, the new website, they just launched yesterday. And they have the list of all the nationwide, those organizations get funding to help small business to pursue these two programs. So New York, there are, I think about 10, between 10 and 20. So you can find those, organization to help you. This concludes my presentation today. A lot of information, so you will get a PowerPoint, okay? So now we open to the question.
So Manley, phenomenal presentation, phenomenal. There's so much new information. And you know what, before we get to the question real quick, it's really important as a small business to, collaborate with someone. We do it online. We talk about this all the time. Collaborate with people in your lane. So if you're at a networking event or you're at an event or you can meet someone that is years ago you would think is your competitor, that's your new next best friend in 2023, 2024, because that's how you'll get government contracts. They're looking for you to partner up. So on that note, someone asked, and I know that you've spoken about this, can you register for SAM with being under 2 years of operations?
Oh, yes, SAM, actually, as long as you have the tax ID number, you can register in SAM.
Great. Everyone's going to get a copy as long as you RSVP'd online. Everyone was asking, they want the PowerPoint presentation. It is being recorded. Someone talked about they have they are a women-owned small business. They've actively participated in the SBA programs, MBWE certification. They've attended a lot of events and meetings, but they're saying that no one has gotten back to us despite assurances they would. Who do I contact for assistance that can help them? Because they've made some calls.
For the certification?
They said that they're certified. I have a women-owned business which has been operating for 10 years. So I guess they're looking for certification. They've done the webinars, they've gone in person, looking for assistance, but when they've given their card, they say they'll get back to the person. They don't.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so for the government contracting certification or find opportunities, the main organization is PTEC, Procurement Technical Assistance Center. Now they changed their name, is Apex, okay, Accelerator. We know that actually they don't have enough staff to help everyone. So actually, I think the only thing you can also contact SBDC, Small Business Develop Center, that actually they help with business. They help with certification, and also they work with the SBA too. I know because right now I know a lot of business contact me. They don't have, they didn't get replied about their status. So I contact New York City Small Business Services. You can contact them too. New York City Small Business actually is one of our PTECs actually in New York area.
Manley, she just texted and she said she's actually certified. So
it's already okay. So now I know your question. You work so hard. You already certified. You attended so many,
And she said she just seems she can't get any contracts. I would just sit there and go ahead, Manley.
Right, I understand. That's why actually I have a new webinar. A lot of business approach to me said, I certified for 5 years. I never get any contract. I said, did you do the marketing? They say, oh, I didn't know I have to do the marketing. Actually, okay, you have to do the marketing to the government agency. So I'm prepared to have a new webinars on how to market, how to market to the government agency. Because government agency, they're all different, okay? And each of the procurement officers, they are all different. So it's really like you do business, but it's more difficult because more regulation you have to comply with. So that's why I say it's not easy to get your first one, because they didn't know you. they didn't know how good you are. They never work with you. So have to let them trust you. Okay. I saw most of the business they got contract. They really spend a lot of time do the marketing and let the agency know you. Okay. There's critical for the government contract. I know how difficult. So I emphasize, okay, normally most people average 2 years to get their first contract.
And we'll be doing the how to market to the government agencies presentation. I know that you're pressed for time. One last thing, it sounds like the 8A application process become more difficult. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to get involved in that, but just acknowledge.
Right. You have to provide the incident, why you are socially disadvantaged is not automatically anymore. So that's you need time. I know a lot of businesses right now are writing that they use ChatGPT, but don't just use ChatGPT, okay? Otherwise, everybody write the same thing. You really have to indicate, okay, take out and think back, okay, for the past, I don't know, 10 years, 3 years, that all the incident happened. They want the detailed information, when, where, how, what, okay, all those in details. I think it's because this is just beginning of the new procedure. So more and more examples or webinars, I think we will come out to see. And I see SBA actually we modify, we have update information at almost every day. Just believe us, we want to fight for the small business.
Perfect. Real quick, one more question, which is very interesting. How important is business presence on social media? On your social media rankings or followers relative to getting contracts once certified? Good question,
very
Jeff.
good question. Okay. To get in contract once, okay. Actually, one procurement officer suggests that even they talk about even your website, should have your business industries related. So because a lot of procurement officers, they search, they can even go to Amazon to find the vendor. So go to your website and you should, I just want to ask a question. On your website, do you have an icon that just focus on the government contract terms? Okay, you need to have a category, just deal with those government agencies and just design that for them. So you have your capability statements there, emphasize why, you are good for the business, government. And also they even suggest the website, especially, you should indicate your industry. That's how they search. Okay.
Interesting. Wow. Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just, that is like such great information.
Right. And of course, social media is important because for those procurement officers, they really want to buy from somebody, work with somebody really reliable. So you have to get the trust from that person. So of course they will go to your social media, your website to find out. So I encourage you, clear something, okay, maybe develop something new, just focus for the government agency to find you, okay?
And also, I go back in your social media. I say this to everyone. You know what? You might have something there from 5 years ago that might conflict or contradict with what you're doing now. So just be aware. They go back, they look for history. Jeff, great question. That is, very important, especially now for social media. Manly Lynn, I know that you're pressed for time, but thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for this great information, this great presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to I'm just watching the chat right now. Everyone's saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Please, you know what, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to myself. Manly Lynn put her email address on the last slide. And everyone, enjoy this beautiful weather and be well and be safe. And we'll talk to you soon. Thank you, everyone. If you want to join us on Tuesday at 10 o'clock online, Halloween networking coffee, I will have a mask on. I'm going to wear a little mask. If you want to join us, it's Halloween. Join us with a mask if you like. Talk to you later. Bye, Manly. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
This was great.
See you next time.
Take care.